Welcome to Dobby Repairs. I'm Dobby the Fixing Elf, and this is what's in my toolbox, the series where I show you the tools I use to repair cars and fix things. So let's find out what's in my toolbox today. And in this instalment, we have this Siegen by Sealey Torx spanner set. So these are double-ended spanners. So let me grab one out and have a quick look at it. As you can see, they've got this really nice chrome finish to them, and they're really comfortable and easy to use. And yeah, this is the E24 and E20, and then we have E16 and the E22. The E16 is the most common one I tend to use. And then we have the E18 and E14, E12 and E10, and E11 and E7, and then we have E8 and E6 on this last little one, which is a dinky one. You usually find the E6s, they're usually on like the end of studs and stuff, and to wind studs out, you use that. It's pretty handy, and I mainly pick these up to help with getting to bushing bolts and stuff like that. So usually on like sway bar linkages, especially on a lot of the European cars, you'll find they have E Torxes, and you can't really get a socket on them unless you drop the subframe out, and sometimes you don't want to do that. And usually they're short enough that you can just undo them and remove them. So you get them off with that. So you quickly slide it in there and break it loose as you would with a thing. So usually when you can't get a socket in there. And yeah, so for this style of bolt, you see with this lovely little E Torx end on it. This is an E18, I believe. I've taken this off a Suzuki Wagoner. This is actually a suspension bolt. As you can see, they get on there, give you a really nice grip. And yeah, really good for these ones. You don't want to use the wrong stuff on these because you can round them off really easy and it makes it a nightmare to get them off. And yeah, they're really useful for that. I actually use these, or try to use these to sneak off a bolt by getting it off out of the way of a shock absorber on the rear suspension. You'll see that in a future video once I finish adding it up. Yeah, really good and really handy little things. Also really good for holding the E Torx. Because sometimes you can hold this end and just loosen this end out to get this end a bit easier. You can hold that with a spanner if you can slip it in there, and then get your socket and just loosen off the other end, which is very handy because they do hold fairly well. They're designed to give you a bit more torque than you'd normally expect. Yeah, really nice shape, really nice feel in the hand. They're fairly useful for that, and come in a variety of sizes, very useful sizes as well. Come in this little carry handle thing, which is okay. I'll probably end up in my toolbox without this at some point. I might just take this off and leave it in the little holder. But yeah, they are really useful little spanners. And here's just a quick look at the sort of area you can sneak them into. As you can see, there's not much room here really, but you can actually sneak them up here. This is from an upcoming video. You'll see more on this in the future, so keep an eye out for it. But yeah, as you can see, you can sneak them into some really tight spots, which makes them really handy. So just before I move on to my final thoughts, if there are any tools that you'd like me to test out, let me know in the comments down below and I'll do my best to get a hold of them and test them out and give you my thoughts on them. Now moving on to my final thoughts, these are really good little set of spanners, really handy to have, really useful and get into a variety of tight spots, which is very handy. And yeah, that's why I'm going to give them a 4 spanner rating, so 4 spanners will pop up here as always. And yeah, they're really good. They're also covered by Sealey's lifetime guarantee, which is really handy. Any of the Siegen Tools by Sealey have a lifetime guarantee on them, at least from all the ones I've got so far. And they're really good at honouring it, so that's good. I haven't had any problem with this set, but I've used their warranty service in the past and I found it really handy. So yeah, if you're looking for a set of Torx spanners, I highly recommend these. They have a variety of sizes. I cover most of the things you need them to do. So pick them up if you need them. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps both the channel and me out. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I post 2 videos a week, so by subscribing, you'll never miss a thing. Got any questions or suggestions? Drop a comment down below, and I'll do my best to reply to everyone. Here at Dobby Repairs, we're all about helping you learn how to work on your vehicle safely and showing you don't need to spend a fortune on tools to get the job done. Want to support the channel further? Become a member, starting at just 99p. Members get perks like early access to videos and more exclusive content. Keep fixing, and I'll see you in the next one.